Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Nine Academy uh, Business Builder course with me, Chris Trichometis. Today, we're going to be talking about online marketing basics. Now, of course, these are literally just for people that take their online marketing a bit more seriously. Online marketing basics is literally an introduction to online marketing, and we just want to see or give you that information so that you can bear it in mind when you're focusing on your online presence, and also to understand why online marketing is so crucial in today's day and age. So, introduction to online marketing. Did you know search engines drive 93% of all website traffic, making this very, very important? Obviously, people do search online much easier than they look at newspapers, magazines, and anywhere else offline. So, online searches, and it also can be tracked easier and then let's say you put an ad in a newspaper, you can kind of track it, but if you're doing multiple sources of marketing, you can't really tell where they've come from unless you have some sort of tracking online of on your posts and your links and your advertisements. So search engines drive 93% of all website traffic. Google is responsible for 96% of all smartphone search traffics, and 94% of total organic traffic. Now, Google is probably the main dominator in this regard everywhere except for China. Google is not available in China. So if you're focusing on China as a region, you can't use Google. Okay. But Google, is it worth it? I mean, you have access to the rest of the entire world. Of course, it's worth looking at Google. There are 2.77 billion social media users worldwide, and 91% access social media channels via mobile devices. And Google is the leader in that area. Now, just so you understand, on your laptop or your PC or your MacBook, your browser is very different to the browser on your phone, and Google tracks them differently. So Google know how many people are using mobile browsers and how many people are using, let's say, computer browsers or PC or MacBook browsers. So they can see that because you can download the Google browser on your phone. You can download the app directly, or even just choose Google search engine for your Safari, or other apps. So Google definitely know the differences between mobile and PC browsers. So basically, 92% of all mobile video viewers have shared videos with others. So again, videos are very popular, especially I would say they're more popular on your mobile devices, just because people there's a lot of videos that people can watch, very, very quick videos, 1-2 minutes, and if they find it funny, or they find it valuable, the information's very valuable to them, it's very easy to share it with other people, and that's basically a referral to you. So if you can have a very cool video that basically is accessible and easy to find, and people can see it, and you're promoting that video, if it's good, people will share it, and that's basically them referring your video to more clients. All right, so that's why it's important to know that bit of information there. Your target customer is searching for you online. Your competition, should I say, is also online, targeting the same audience. You need to make yourself more visible. Now, this is very true. When we say that your target audience is searching for you online, they're not necessarily searching for you specifically, if you're new, unless they know your brand, of course, and who you are if you're the brand yourself as an educator. What I would say is people are searching for the industry that you're in, and the demand for you to be online and searchable is valuable from that aspect. Because if I'm looking for, let's say, a Forex trader, and you are a Forex trader, wouldn't it be nice if you come up in my searches? I found you rather than you trying to find me. And that's where Google becomes so powerful, because clients tend to choose or buy things more easily when they believe that they found them themselves, rather than you trying to approach them. There's a bit more of convincing and reputation you need to build, and it might take a bit longer. But if people find you, they've chosen you. already. So therefore, it's a bit more. It's easier to sell to this group of people. So Google is very powerful in that respect. Okay, introduction to online marketing. So the goals of online marketing, these are the basically fundamentals of online marketing, and you should have these fundamentals written down somewhere or displayed in your screen, or some sort of let's say brain board that, people have brain boards on their and they have their ideas kind of like in front of them so they can see them at their desks or wherever they have them. Or even a pin board would be fine. So you should definitely always consider these fundamentals of online marketing when you are considering to even do social media posts, forum posts, or even just general Google, trying to get some SEO done and some Google traffic to you. Okay, you want to be found. I mean, that's, of course, you want people that are searching to be able to find you. As I mentioned before, if people can find you, then they have chosen you as the brand or the product that they wish to follow, buy, and add value to you as an online presence. So you want to be online and you want people to find you online. Of course, that's the most important thing. You want to build your brand online, so you want your people to understand and recognize your brand by being literally visible. The more I see your brand, the more I will know what this brand is, who this brand is, and if I like this brand or not. Okay, you need to have a lot of customer engagements. You want to be able to engage your customers whenever they ask a question, because if I find a brand and they don't respond quick enough, I kind of just feel like they're not really taking me as their client seriously, and it's hard to communicate with them. You want to be easy to communicate. Now, of course, you might have thousands and thousands of people messaging you, but it will justify you spending a bit more time, effort, and money to reply to those, because it will be paying you off in the future anyway, right? So if you have thousands of clients, it's worth investing in this area to keep those clients happy so you can attract also more clients. So being engaging is very important, especially online, because sometimes there's no physical interaction unless you arrange meetings. So some people have forms that you fill out to arrange a call or a meeting. You can do that, but it's a very time, effort, and there's a lot of time and effort that needs to be involved here, and you won't have the capacity to do that. So having some sort of online live chat service where you can engage your clients very quickly, or even just literally take advantage of your social media platforms and your forum platforms to engage clients. Obviously, this is a much easier way and effective way of doing it as well. But I would suggest that you need all. So try and grow to that level where you have so much customer engagement that there's no reason that anyone can say anything about your brand, because the service is amazing. Okay, of course you are competing, so your tactical strategies should be aimed at competing with the competition and even overcoming the competition and beating the competition. The other fundamental of online marketing is to get sales. Now, this is probably the most important one, but without the rest, you can't get this one. You want to get sales. Why? Because it funds you to keep going, and it also gives you a bigger marketing budget when you want to do more marketing online. You should be generating enough sales online to contribute back into your marketing operation. So I would say this: if you have a business that's generating an income and you do not invest in that business yourself, then don't expect to grow. And I give you something that we say at work where I am with my team and the team that we talk to on a daily basis for marketing. I always strategize with them. I give them creative hour once a week where they go out and start trying to get creative so they can, be more effective online and get more audience online and become more seen online and visible. And they can do that through various creative ways. I always say to them, imagine this as a child. This department, the brand is a child. Okay, if you do not feed the child, it will not grow. And likewise, if you do not reinvest and feed your company, it will also not grow. If you are seeing sales and traction from online sources, then you have to start investing. That's the only way you're going to scale this and get bigger. If you just do the same thing over and over again, believe me, there's a lot of time, money, and efforts that is put into this, and it's going to take a lot of time away from you. You're going to be full-time doing social media. Now, yes, it does generate income and it is worth doing that, but of course you want to invest and have some automated services to have quicker response times, because the capacity of one person or a few people is only so much. Right? There's only so much you can do with the capacity unless you keep hiring and keep hiring. So if you're going to keep hiring, again, that is an investment into your business, but you also want to spend more money to promote the products and use the online services to promote yourself, to be seen, to be found, to build your brand, to engage your customers, to beat your competition, and to get sales. Okay? Okay, key components of a good online marketing strategy. Now, this is important because you should have a strategy. I plan everything before I do it. Execution and planning are two different things. So I always say that we don't plan to fail, but we always fail to plan. And this is very important. And what I would say here is I tend to make a plan, a general plan of what I want to do over the course of a year, 6 months, 2 months, 3 months, whatever it's going to be, every quarter or whatever. And then I have an execution strategy of how I will execute these tasks, because tasks and strategy are different things. Strategies are very broad. Tasks explain how you would do it and when you would do it by, with ETAs and deadlines, and also you would have to check off the task. It's like a checklist, so that you know you've achieved a task in whatever time frame you've given yourself. Now, search engine optimization, SEO, websites, blogs. Obviously, this is a good strategy. You should consider putting this in your strategy, because this is I would say this is very long term, but it allows you to be found, as we saw on the previous slide, where they are the basis and the fundamentals of any online marketing strategy. So being found is here. Search engine optimization, where you use keywords where people can find you, and backlinks to your website so people can find your website and get to know your brand. Social media marketing, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube are very powerful. And remember, you have concentrated amounts of large number of people on these websites, and it's engaging. You have the opportunity to engage people directly on these websites. There's no other form of online platforms that allow you to do that. So engagements are here. Engaging clients and also promoting yourself is also here, but engagements are here. Search engine marketing, SEM, PPC, online advertising. Of course, you want to invest in yourself. You want to pay a little bit extra to get that extra noticeability online and get people seeing you and becoming more visual online. Of course, you want people to be able to find you much easier than just trying to do everything organically. It's always worth paying, and it's not that expensive. You can start with $50, you can start with $30, even $20. So you can grow it slowly as you start generating an income or generating sales to reinvest into your business. Remember, we want to feed our business. Okay, email marketing. This is I would say this is very good for keeping people informed, being engaging with your customers by keeping them informed. But I would also say that it's very good for repeats business. So you want to engage your repeat business, and you want to keep that repeats business engaged with you, remembering you and seeing you, and you have to be active to do that. And one of the forms of doing that is email marketing. Content marketing is obviously blogs and guest blogs, social media posts. This is content marketing. So try and have SEO within the content that you provide, but keep it short, sweet, and catchy so people spend the time to read your posts and stuff like that. Video marketing, explaining videos and tutorials are viral, worth videos. This is more on the visual side. So remember that people are visual. There are comments anyway on YouTube, so people can start interacting. You can get likes, so there's more interaction there. But videos, people prefer to watch a video when it comes to something that's a bit more complicated, or even things like setting up an account. You can if you've got a website, for example, where there's a registration page, you can just do a short video on how to register and how to opt in to the newsletter so you get the most regular information and updated information quicker than anyone else by opting in. And you can do a very, very short 2-minute video there. And people prefer to watch that because we are more visual. Trying to explain something without pictures or without any visuals requires detailed explanation and step-by-steps to be able to do that. Now you can, again, send an email after they watch the video if they opt in, if they click a particular link to get your newsletter. They can also get the written instructions, but as well, so they remember, but also the videos there. Or you can give like a free ebook away, or just some content that people will feel that's valuable for them. Okay, so content marketing, very important as well. Video marketing, very, 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 very important, I would say. And videos tend to rank on Google. They hold their positions much longer than content marketing anyway, although you need to do both. Videos tend to stay optimized for much longer than in content marketing. And analytics track, monitor, and fine tune over time. You do have access to Google and YouTube, and all these platforms do have, if you open up a business account or marketing account with these companies, they do have tracking purposes there anyway, and information and stuff that you can view. Plus, you can kind of tell anyway with the type of response and engagements you're getting from a user. So, for example, if I put a post out on Facebook today, I can tell if that post is getting as much traction as another post. So then I'll realize that this post was more popular, so people tend to like these type of posts more than the other type of posts. So, again, you can kind of see that just through engagement, but again, traffic, there are a lot of tracking information that you need to see how many people are actually accessing your posts or your advertisements. A lot of people might access a particular type of post without clicking like than another type of post, which actually has more engagement but less people viewing it. That means people are clicking through to see your post. And maybe you can then have a different strategy where you kind of give away certain things if you get 100 likes or whatever, to kind of get more engagement on those posts where you have more viewers. Okay, keyword research is very easy. It just basically tells you what type of research people, or what type of searches and words people are using to search a particular type of industry or product. So this gives you an idea of what type of keywords you would need to use, because people are searching this because the information and the evidence is already displayed to you by Google. So you can get that from Google. So you can even get that from other websites. So we'll go into that in a minute. Even before you create an online presence, you need to think of search engine optimization, SEO, and the keywords, the good keywords that people are using and the most relevant keywords to your industry. Keywords need to be part of the content on your website, and also landing pages and other online content. And I would even say some posts that you put on your social media and places like that. To find relevant keywords, you need to identify what is your target audience searching for, what words do they use in search, and when they search for certain products. So if you're looking for Forex, what type of words would they put in Google search engine or other search engines, maybe specific to a platform like Facebook or whatever? What searches they are putting in there, so you can be relevant to that crowd of people. It is not a one-time activity. Customer preferences and needs change, and your keywords should be updated accordingly. So obviously, over time, industries change. People change the way they search as well. Trends change in keywords. So just try and keep up to date with it. And I would say doing keyword research once a month. Once you're, at the beginning, you need to do a lot more to kind of gauge what type of keywords you're going to be using for that month, and then just recheck that for the following month, especially when it's specific to maybe a particular type of post that you want to put within an industry. So if it's a bonus or whatever else, maybe searches might vary slightly, but they won't be too much. They won't vary too much. Okay, the why and how of keyword research. Now, introduction to marketing is a very important course, because this course, I would believe, is probably the most valuable before you do anything So make sure you pay close attention. And if you're not taking notes, guys, please take notes or rewatch the video and try to remember as much as possible. But I would suggest that you take notes, especially on this course. So correct use of keywords will help your website landing page rank higher on the search engine result pages. So I would, when people are searching in it and they're using certain keywords, you of course want to come up on the first page of Google, because people rarely go to second, third, fourth pages. They generally stay on the first page and they will find what they want within that first page results. So for you to get there, you need to make sure that your websites and every post and your landing pages have these type of keywords so that you do appear on the first page when people are looking for you. As an example, a few days ago, people were searching for an academy that we have in Malaysia, and they were literally from a completely different part of the world. They flew over, did some searches, and they thought, whilst we're here, let's do some searches to see if we can expand our presence here. They literally found us online, contacted us, and we sat down with them, had coffee, and we explained everything they needed to know. And we got clients literally just by random searches. We had no clue who these guys were. They were working with competitors, and we literally told them, why they should be working with us. And the fact that we sat down and met them also gave them more confidence with our brand compared to other brands that they were working with for so many months or years, and they had never met anyone within the company face to face. They did with us on the first day. So things like that, very important. Your aim is to appear in the search in the first SERP or SERP, if not among the top results. So, I mean, of course, everyone wants to be number one in searches. You can pay for that spot. By the way, there are advertisement spots on the very top half of the search results, but people tend to use the organic search. They don't like the paid ones. Although it's good to be on there, because people do click through by accident and end up thinking that is the results that they found. Not always the case, but it does happen. Okay. So yes, you do want to be on the first. You do want to be the kind of number one search result for a particular type of keywords. You can't be number one for every single search result. It will be very costly. But you want to try and come up in general on the first page, and that's kind of general anyway. If you're good with your SEO and you're investing in it. Top 5 searches on Google get 70% of the clicks. So yes, you want to be within the top 5. I would say that's fine. 90% searchers only look at the first page. So again, the first page of Google, or the first SERP, is 90% of traffic stays there. So being on the second page, you've literally lost 90% of traffic, and you're now only getting 10% of traffic. So, I mean, I rarely go onto the second page. I do sometimes when the results are not good enough. I might click on the second page, and generally they normally get worse. In some cases they get better, but they generally get worse anyway. So, in some cases you're not always going to find what you're looking for with Google, but in most cases you will. And most cases, people will stay on the first page. So you want to be on that first page, and you want to preferably be on the top 5, but it does take time to kind of get that ranking. And Google does rank you, I think it's monthly. So you do have to be consistent from month before you go up in ranking, and then you want to continue that consistency so you can keep going up on a monthly basis in your ranking. Okay, how to find relevant keywords. Now, this is what we were talking about earlier. If you literally type in the Google search bar, there are a lot of like historical searches that people they will come up. Suggestions will come up, and those suggestions are basically the most searched suggestions. And sometimes the suggestions actually influence you to click the suggestion rather than what you wanted to search in the first place. So it's very powerful. So you want to kind of use the suggestions as your keywords as much as possible if it's related to the market that you're in, or the industry that you're in. In this case, if we're talking about Forex and you being an IB, you want to focus on Forex. So if you look on the left-hand side, there's an example of all the suggestions that Google has given you when you haven't even finished the sentence you are searching for. So if you type in the best Forex trading and you look below, it will say platform. That's the first one. App. And then platform comes up again. Books, broker, app, robot, strategy, platform for beginners, and tips. These are all keywords. basically. These are the keywords you want to be gunning for if you want people to find you, basically. The easiest way and a starting point to check for keywords is to use Google autocomplete feature. Check each keyword to identify competition, global monthly searches, and local monthly searches. Okay. Google Keyword Planner. This one's quite good as well. This is possible. This is possibly the best tool, offering good keywords that are split into groups. So it gives you kind of an idea on the left-hand side, a picture or screenshot of the planner on the Google Ads. When you sign up as a business, you get Google Ads account, and you can see it will give you costs, and it will give you the amount of searches that you have in this area of how many people are actually searching these keywords. So if you look on the left, it says keywords, and then trading has 10,000 to 100,000. The competition is low, so it even gives you an idea of what the competition, how much competition you have in this area, but it also says that there's about 100,000 people, between 10 to 100,000 people that are using these searches. Competition is low. For me, that's a very good way of marketing. I would probably go for that, just because I've got lesser competition, but I still have quite a large number of followers, and this. I believe is on a monthly basis, so this is the average monthly searches. So that's 100,000 potential clients a month. I mean, that's perfect for me. That's a good starting point. Forex Factory is another keyword. Forex is another keyword. MetaTrader 4, stock trading, trade market, things like that. Good keywords. So it's a good tool. The drawback of this tool is that you won't be able to see the exact number unless you invest in Google AdWord campaigns. So you won't be able to see the exact number of people searching the words and how much are being attracted to you unless you use the paid version. Now, is it worth using the paid version? I think to begin with, maybe not so much. And as you start building a base or building some online presence, when you have some consistent when you've put some consistent efforts in online and ranked slightly, because again, I think Google does rank you per month. Once you start ranking slightly, I think then it's best to boost your keyword research and your ads, your Google ads, or AdWords, should I say, campaigns. So this is very important. You don't have to start with this option straight away. But of course, the aim is to make money. And if you make money, we want to feed our business so we keep growing. Okay. Free keyword research tools. So we have AdWords and SEO keyword permutation generator. This tool combines multiple lists of keywords into every possible permutation. So this is very good tool, but the drawback is that you can only use this tool for local keyword searches. Okay, so local means local based on your IP where you are. It's fine, because as far as I'm concerned, you want to conquer local before you go global, but of course your social media accounts and other accounts will give you some global access as well. Okay, a landing page is an excellent means to capture lead information. Your website gives you a detailed story of your offerings, versus landing pages are conversions centric, providing targeted promotions, a direct elaboration of the link the visitors clicked to reach the page. In other words, you're tracking the amount of traffic that is coming through the landing page. You know that the traffic going through the landing page is going back to your website from this particular campaign. What does it mean by landing pages are conversion centric? Well, it basically means that they're focused on giving an offering to the client, not necessarily just promoting you as a brand. Is promoting an offering or a product or something of that nature, which gets you more conversion. People are more directed to buy from a landing page. Websites are more of a description of who you are, what you do, what you offer, plus your promotions. So it's basically an all-round website, whereas landing page literally is focusing and promoting a specific product that you want to sell. A good landing page boosts SEO, creates a buzz, increases conversions, improves credibility, spreads awareness of your offerings, enhances paid searches campaigns, and build your mailing list. So of course, when people start registering on your landing page, you start basically generating a database of people with email addresses that you can use email marketing to attract them as first-time business, or basically to repeat the business of a client that hasn't bought from you in a while. So yes, it does create a kind of a lead database where you can start using other means of converting via phone calls, maybe if you have a phone sales team and you're asking for telephone numbers, or an email list that you can constantly keep emailing if you're asking for email addresses. So it's probably important that you do have, every landing page should have registration pages. Of course, it should have a registration box, and you should be answering or asking for emails and phone numbers. Okay. Elements of a good landing page to convert visitors into customers. Your landing page needs to have a good hook. For this, use compelling headlines, sub-headlines, address the pain points of your target customer, issues that they're facing, and basically, resolve those issues on the landing page. Give the most important information. How does your solution address the pain points, like I just said? Engage the visitor at an emotional level, because this is sales now. You're focusing more on sales language and marketing language. Put in persuasive and strategic call to action. So in other words, to get people to actually register, or register on your landing page or buy the product through the landing page. And don't try it in-house if you aren't confident. Websites and landing pages can be created by FXPRIMUS on request. Just in case you didn't know that, FXPRIMUS can support you to create these landing pages, and they will do an excellent job. They have great creatives and great hooks to attract more clients on your behalf. Okay, so here's a good versus bad landing page. So the headline and sub-headlines work together from a strong value proposition. The CTA button color draws, is call to action, by the way. Color draws prospect attention. So if you look on the left-hand side as an example, it's a purple website, but the button that says try it now to get conversion is a yellow mustard type color, which is completely contrast with the background, so it's very noticeable immediately, and I know exactly what that button does. The image gives an inside look into what using the product is actually like. So you want to give people kind of a short, an image that gives them a feel of what the experience is going to be like when they use the platform. So you see on the example on the left hand side of the screen, it's got like a tablet, and it's got like pictures of the actual product and platform you'll be using. It gives you an idea of the product, and it gives you an idea of the experience you'll have using that product. It looks simple, looks easy, so I love that picture. I would definitely click on that. And the copy is easy to read. If you look, there's not that much content. It's very, very basic, but it's targeted. So it says, take the guesswork out of your content marketing strategy. Try it now. And it's basically there. So this is a good example of, and it's a good product as well if you want to use Moz content. Okay. The form, if you look at the right hand side, there's a bad example of a landing page. Now, in this landing page, the form is very long and might not seem appealing. I mean, no one really wants to sit here answering questions, and too many questions at that, to try and get registered. Now, of course, in regulatory environments like Forex, you do have to answer a lot of questions, but you can shorten the questions by having shorter forms on each page that kind of gets the user to the next stage and the next questions, rather than having just a long form that is intimidating when you first look at it. Also, the colors are not very appealing on the right. It's just a plain background with some blues, not really that much, and blues and blacks. I mean, very bland. It wouldn't catch my attention, let's just put it that way. And the image doesn't tell us anything. And if you can see, the image is basically a bunch of content, like a homepage of a website. I mean, I just get tired looking at that. I don't really want to be reading massive amount of content. It should be easy for people to contact you, to be part of your community, and to register. It should be completely easy. There's no reason for it to be as complicated as the example on the right. Okay, so now we're going to give you some good examples of free landing page builders. Okay, so this this is very important. Again, if you want to create your own landing pages, there's a lot of free tools out there. We're going to give you some now. So this first is AdWords and SEO keyword permutation generator. So the Google Sites is the platform. This tool is free if you have a Google account, easy to create landing pages with, and it also gives you the feedback on the if you look here on the keyword research. So you should definitely be using the permutation generator, the keyword permutation generator. The drawback is that you can customize the colors and text. The basic style remains the same. So even if you customize the colors and the type of text you want to use, the layout remains the same. The style kind of is the same on every time you use it. It will pretty much have the same layout and style, which is fine, I guess. If it's attractive, you can make it as attractive as possible, and it is a free tool. I mean, don't expect too much from free tools, but it's something to get you started and to practice with, and to see what kind of responses you're getting before you start paying. I think this is a great tool. And the reason why I say that, imagine it to be like a demo account at FXPRIMUS before you actually have an investment account. A demo account gives you an idea of how to use, how to trade, but also it's a basic example of everything you need to know. The problem is, I mean, it's a free account, so you get used to it, and then you say, if you like it, then you can go for a paid account. You can definitely do it that way, and this I would consider the same. Okay. Another one is Wix. Now, I like Wix the most personally. It's a very user-friendly tool with simple drag and drop functions. So if you've got no technical experience of how to build a landing page, this is probably the easiest one, and it has an intuitive interface. It's very, very easy to use. You don't need any experience of web design to be able to use this tool. It's very good. The drawback is that with the free version, Wix ads will run on your page. I mean, I kind of don't mind that. But it does take attention away from your landing page, which is a big issue if you want to grasp attention on your landing page. So you have some Wix ads. So if you look at the top, it says Wix.com. It'll probably have some ads running on the page, and this is how they make money from the free one. If you get the paid version, obviously those ads won't appear, so because you're already paying them to use the service. Now I would start with the free one just to see how it goes, and of course over time you can upgrade to the paid one, again just like a demo account, FXPRIMUS, or an investment account. And I think this is the final one, is card with a double R. Now if you look here, it says I mean, I like card. It is quite of a nice design, I would say, but these are the pros and cons of card. Choose from multiple templates to build up to 3 landing pages for free. So you only get 3 landing pages for free. The built-in templates offer minimal customization. That's the problem. The best features to come with the paid version. So obviously, again, you can test it. I mean, take advantage of the 3. You get 3 free landing pages. Take advantage of them. See how they perform and try and improve over time. And then if you really want to get paid, go for the paid version. It's maybe better to do that after you've trialed with the 3 versions. Okay. Oh, here we've got one more. Quick Pages. Oh, I like Quick Pages, and I do like them quite a lot. Quick Pages is very simple to use and quick, hence the name Quick Pages. The best part is that it offers an analysis tool to monitor your conversions, and this is probably in my personal opinion, I completely forgot about Quick Pages. I love Quick Pages more than all the other ones, just literally for this feature, because it allows me to monitor and see how much conversions I'm getting, and allows me to track those conversions, which is a big part of me improving my landing pages over time and experimenting with them. So I want that feature, and it's a must-have. So Quick Page is probably the best one here. The problem is that it has minimal customization options and no tutorials or guides, although you can get influencers on YouTube giving you tutorials and guides anyway, and ideas and strategies of how they use quick pages and what the good pros and cons are a little bit more in depth than here. You can get that on YouTube, to be honest. So I wouldn't worry about that too much in terms of tutorials. But the minimal customization, yes, it is minimal, but it has a pretty good layout, so it's not a big issue for me, especially if I'm just starting. And of course, you can go for a paid version of any of the tools that are here once you get some better experience and better traction. But Quick Pages does has the monitoring tool, which is probably the best feature of all the landing page builders here today. And that's all we have time for. I hope you use the free tools that we've given you examples of in this video, and help you understand the importance of having a good marketing strategy and the importance of understanding the basics of online marketing before you go forward and start experimenting with any platforms online. Thank you very much. My name is Chris Comedians, and I'll see you again for the next episode soon. Thanks. Bye bye.